Hello everyone, this is Neha Sharma once again with you, and today once again we will read from the Diary of Anne Frank, which is chapter number 4 from our first flight book for class 10th English. So dear students, as we know, this is the extract taken from the Diary of Young Girl. This is also known as the Diary of Anne Frank, right, which is written by Anne Frank because this is an autobiography. So when we read the chapter in the previous videos, we came to know that Anne Frank was a Jewish teenager who spent with her family 1942 to 1944 in hiding during the German occupation of the Netherlands during World War II. The book was first published in 1947, 2 years after Anne's death in a concentration camp, and later became a classic of war literature. In 1933, Anne's family, her father Otto, her mother Edith, and her older sister Margaret moved to Amsterdam from Germany following the rise of Adolf Hitler. In 1940, the Netherlands was invaded by Germany, which began to enact various anti-Jewish measures, one of which required Anne and her sister to enroll in an all-Jewish school the following year. On June 12, 1942, Anne received a red and white colored diary for her 13th birthday. That day, she began writing in the book, "I hope I will be able to confide everything to you as I have never been able to confide in anyone, and I hope you will be a great source of comfort and support." So this is why she started. This is the first saying of her or writing of her in the diary which she started with, and she started writing the diary on 12th June 1942. So dear kids, we have read some of the part of the story, and today in this video we are going to start her diary which she wrote on June 12th, 1942. So let's start. So this is what her diary says on 20th June 1942. So let's read. Dearest Kitty, our entire class is quacking in its boots. Quacking in its boot means shaking with fear and nervousness. So please note down this phrase, quacking in its boots. That means the feeling of a shake or tremble or something with fear. Clear? The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meeting in which the teacher decide who will move up to the next form and who will be kept back. Half the class is making bets. Bets means what? That to take chances, to put something on stake means shart lagana. So that is what? Bet. So here in this 2 slides, right, we will understand that what she tried to write down, and she began with the writing in her diary. She first gave the date, Saturday 20th June, and she began her writing in addressing her friend as dearest Kitty, her friend dearest Kitty, and she mentions how her class is nervous about the result, means quacking in the boots, means in short, in the synonym you can give that for the nervousness or nervous. And what is the reason of that nervousness? She told here in these lines that it was the reason was the forthcoming meeting, right? So that is what it was going to be the PTM, that was the result day actually, right? She mentions how her entire class was nervous about the results. It is unpredictable, and it will be decided by the meeting of the teachers that how many students to be moved to the next class or how many will be kept back, right? So it was actually the result day. So it was to be decided there कि कौन अगली क्लास में जाने वाला है और किसको सेम क्लास में रखा जाएगा. So that's why half of the class is making bets, they are taking chances, they are just शर्त लगा रहे थे, stakes कर रहे थे कि how many of they will pass. GN and I laugh ourselves silly at the two boys behind us. CN and Jacques, who have staked means put on risks, their entire holiday savings on the bets. So here this GN is what? GN is the name of the friend of N, and CN is also one of the friend or the classmate, you can say, and Jacques. Now she is saying that it was to be decided, the result. So many students were making bets. Some had put in their entire summers saving on the bets, saving at the stakes, right? And she and her friend GN also made fun of the nervous boys. And who were those nervous boys? CN and Jacques. See, she is saying that they were very nervous, and she means N and her GN, her friend GN, they were making fun of them, right? And they kept on saying to each other that I am not going to pass, I am not going to pass, and this and that, right? They were very much afraid. So both of the girls, GN and N, both are making fun of those boys. From morning to night, it's you are going to pass. No, I am not. Yes, you are. No, I am not. So this is the interaction of boys CN and Jacques. So they kept on saying to each other that I am going to pass or not, or this and that, right? While others would console them and say, yes, you would pass, right? So that time this would की शर्त लगा रहे थे कि कभी यार तुम पास हो जाओगे, नहीं तुम पास नहीं, वो दूसरा कह रहा है नहीं मैं पास हो जाऊँ, नहीं होऊंगा. So दूसरा उसको कंसोल करने की कोशिश करेगी, यार डरो मत पास हो जाओगे, something like that, right? Even G's pleading means requesting, glances and my angry outburst can't calm them down. So here in these lines, these glances, first pleading is what? Requesting, this is already given here, and glances means to what? To take a brief or the hurried look, to see quickly, right? So that means to glance. And outburst is what? It is what? It's a kind of a laugh actually, a sudden release of strong emotions, right? बहुत जोर से वो हंसी, बहुत जो अपनी हंसी को कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाई, क्योंकि वो उनके बिहेवियर को देख रही थी कि कैसे ये बेवकूफ़ों की तरह शर्त लगा रहे कि कौन पास हो जाएगा और कौन नहीं पास हो जाएगा. So that outburst, that's a sudden laugh, right? It's a release of strong emotion in a laughter manner. So that is called outburst, and can't calm them down, right? So she here says that she and her friend G also made fun of the nervous boys. Clear? And G was polite as she tried to stop them, but none of it worked. According to N, about a quarter of the class, here you see, if you asked me, there are so many dummies. So what is the meaning of this dummies here? Dummies actually is what? Is an object, or which is designed to resemble and serve as a substitute for the real or usual one. Dummies we can see in the market also, in the shops also. That's other name of the dummy is mannequin also, right? जो एक रखे होते हैं shops पे, showrooms में लगा रखे होते हैं, उनको dresses पहना रखे होते हैं. So that is called what? Dummies. And quarter of the class should be kept back, but teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on the earth. So this you have to learn what she is giving, she is telling her teachers. Unpredictables means which are not able to be predicted, means changeable, right? So here she is saying that in this slide you can see that she and G, right? G her friend was her. So G was polite as she tried to stop them from making noise कि ऐसे मत बोलो कि कौन पास हो जाएगा, कौन फेल हो जाएगा or something like that. While Anne scolded them, but none of it worked, right? So they made fun of each other, and according to Anne, about quarter of the class, 1/4 of the class was there, which should not be allowed to pass. because they hardly respond to take part in any of the activities. They were just dummies in the class. कि उनको आके पुतलों की तरह बिठा दिया जाता था, ना तो वो हाँ करते थे, ना तो ना करते थे, ना तो किसी एक्टिविटी में पार्ट करते थे. तो from her perspective actually she said that कि 1/4 of the class तो ऐसी है जिसको पास नहीं होना चाहिए, जिसको फेल ही रहना चाहिए, मतलब पिछली ही क्लास में रहना चाहिए. But she is saying टीचर्स आर द मोस्ट अनप्रडिक्टेबल. लेकिन शी इज़ सेइंग कि यहाँ पे शी कैन नॉट से कि 1/4 ऑफ द क्लास जो है उसको पास नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो किसी चीज़ को रिस्पॉन्ड ही नहीं करते, राइट. They do not take they did not take part in any of the activities. So but here she is refers that's why she is referring them to dummies, पुतले हैं सिर्फ, right. But this may not be the case because teachers decisions can be predicted, she said, because unpredicted, that is. So that's why she is saying कि teachers का क्या पता कि unpredictable है, उनका decision क्या करते हैं क्या नहीं करते हैं. I am not so worried about my girlfriends and myself. We will make it. The only subject I am not sure about is maths. So here she is saying that that she is not bothered about her and her friends also, but she is sure that they will pass actually. But the only subject that she is unsure, that was about mathematics, right. So she is saying here in this text that she was confirmed that she is going to pass and she is going to the next class, right. But only subject where she is bothering, where she just can got a lot of trouble, that is what? That is mathematics only. Now why this happened, let's see. Anyway, all we can do is wait. Until then, we kept telling each other not to lose heart. I get along pretty well with all my teachers. Now she is saying that she seems to be having a tough time with the math subject also, right. With that teacher also she was having some problems, but all they could do was to wait the result, right. Anyway, we all can do is to wait. So that is, she is saying that they could do only one thing, that was to wait for the results to be announced and not lose the hope. I get along pretty well with all my teachers. So what is the meaning of this line? She is saying that how she has great relationship with how she had great bonding with all the teachers, except only one. So this is going to tell us there are 9 of them, 7 men and 2 women. Mr. Keesing, the old foggy is what? An old-fashioned person. So who teaches maths, was annoyed with me for ages because I talked so much. So here she is telling about the teachers, right, and she tells here that she she had good relationships or good bonding with all the teachers except the maths teacher. What was the name of that maths teacher? Mr. Keesing. What was the name? It is Mr. Keesing. So with Mr. Keesing she has some problems, right. And why those problems occurred, so this she is telling. One thing she is telling here, that he was the old foggy. Foggy means an old-fashioned person. This is written here. And annoyed means what? Annoyed means irritated or slightly angry, right? Gussel, something like that. So why? With me for ages. For ages means for a long time, right? Because I talked so much. So reason was also given here that why she did not have good relationship with the maths teacher, because she was too talkative, right. So maths teacher got annoyed with her, this continuously talking. So that's why she had some doubt that she may fail in mathematics. So what she wants to say here, that despite several warnings also, she did not stop talking in the class, which prompted her teacher, Mrs. Keesing, to get annoyed with her. Clear? So that is what? Next is, after several warnings, he assigned me extra homework, an essay on the subject, a chatterbox. So what she is saying here, that she was given many warnings by the teacher, Mr. Keesing, but Annie did not stop talking in his class, which prompted him to give her extra homework as punishment. And what was that homework? होमवर्क क्या देते थे, क्योंकि वो बात मानती नहीं थी, बोलती रहती थी और मैथ्स टीचर मिस्टर कीजिंग को ये पसंद नहीं था. सो ही गेव her extra homework, and what she has to do, she has to write down one essay on the topic chatterbox, right? On what? An essay she has to write down. She was to write down one essay, and the topic was chatterbox. And what is this chatterbox? A person who likes to chatter, means very talkative. So N was also too talkative, so that's why the teacher was annoyed with her. Let's see what she has done in that essay then. A chatterbox. What can you write about that? Now she is saying that the topic was too weird actually, right? बहुत अजीब topic था. So that's why she is saying that was a too weird topic actually. And what could one write about that chatterbox? So she was in tension. I would worry about that later, I decided. So she said there, for the moment she wrote on the topic in her notebook, and I jotted down. Jotted down, I told you earlier too. Jotted down means to write down. Okay. The title in my notebook, tucked in my bag, and tried to keep quiet. Now because she could not get the matter to write down that on the topic chatterbox, so she just wrote only the topic in her notebook, closed the notebook, kept that in her bag, and only tried to stay focused in the class of Mr. Keesing, right? Or to stay quiet there. So she thought that she would not get any punishment, and she would not speak in the classroom. Now what happened next? That evening, after I had finished the rest of my homework, the note about the essay caught my eye. I began thinking about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain pen. Now here in this passage she is saying that because she didn't write down that topic, right, that essay yesterday, means on the last day, so on the same evening when she was doing some homework, she has finished her rest of the homework, so she got the note about that essay, right, because she titled that only, the chatterbox she has to write down. So while reading or studying, when she opened the notebook, she got the sight of that topic, clear? And in the evening she is talking, and I began thinking about the subject. So what she did here, that she when she came across that note, and she started to think about that homework which was given by Mr. Keesing. So she began thinking about the topic, right, and what she was doing, actually it was the common habit of the students to chewing the tip of the fountain pen, and that is a gesture that signifies a person in the deep thinking. So she also did the same thing, कि बहुत ज़्यादा सोच रही है, पेन के टिप को चबा रही है और सोच रही है कि चैटर बॉक्स मुझे मिला है तो मैं उसमें क्या लिखूँ, राइट? सो अब I began thinking about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain pen. Now let's see ahead. Anyone could ramble on. Ramble on means to talk or write aimlessly for long, right? To talk or to write at a length in, you can say, the confusion or chaos, in a chaos, right? So there is aimlessly means क्या लिखें, ramble on मतलब उसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. She was to talk or she was to write at the length in confusion and leave big spaces between the words, but the trick was to overcome with convincing argument. So this convincing argument was what? Convincing means to capable of causing someone to believe something, right, that is true or real or something like that. So a statement which made in such a manner that people believe it. So that is convincing argument. Now she wanted to prove the necessity of the talking. Now when she was chewing or she was just making the gesture that she's in the deep thinking and she's thinking about that chatterbox topic, So while anyone could mention random stuff written on the sake of filling pages, कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं, she wanted to present a concrete argument actually in support of talking. So कुछ भी नहीं लिखना चाहती थी वो. She said कि होमवर्क मिला है तो कुछ भी लिख देती, चैटर बॉक्स पे कुछ भी लिख देती, लेकिन she want to convince the teacher, Mr. Keesing, and that's why she thought for a while, and she wanted to present the concrete arguments in support of talking. Right? And what she mentioned ahead, it's quite interesting. Let's see. I thought and suddenly I had an idea. I wrote the 3 pages Mr. Keesing had assigned me and was satisfied. So what she wrote in that? Let's see. She mentioned when she thought over that, because she wanted to be, you can say, she want to convince her teacher, Mr. Keesing, that टॉकिंग तो सपोर्ट करनी ही पड़ेगी उनको, कि ऐसा कुछ लिखूंगी कि मेरी चैटर बॉक्स जो मुझे कह रहे हैं तो उनको मेरी टॉकिंग को तो सपोर्ट करना ही पड़ेगा. सो उसने सोचती गई एंड आई हैड एन आइडिया. सडनली शी गॉट थ्रू आइडिया. I wrote 3 pages. So earlier she was not getting actually some stuff to write down on that, but she, as a student, she just completed her talk with the essay with the 3 pages. And after reading, Mr. Keesing was also satisfied. She wanted to make him satisfied. I argued that talking is a student's trait. This is quite interesting, and you people also think that this is a trait of the students. So why to keep shut, right? Why to be quiet? That's okay, but trait is what? What is the meaning of trait? Trait means gun, quality. Okay, so यहाँ वो कह रही है कि I argued that talking is students' trait. So उसने when she wrote that, she came across the note that while she was chewing that tip of the pen or that, so she wrote there, she mentioned there that she speaks in the class because this is the trait, and I would do my best to keep it under control, but that I would never be able to cure myself of the habit, since my mother talked as much I did, if not more, and that there's not much you can do about inherited traits. So inherited traits means ऐसी qualities जो हमें अपने parents से मिली हैं, क्योंकि trait means क्या होता है? गुण होता है. So how she tried to convince Mr. Keesing? She mentioned that she will try to better herself as a student, but talking is something that cannot be eliminated completely. उसको ख़त्म नहीं किया जा सकता, आप उसको completely नहीं रोक सकते किसी की आदत अगर चटर करने की है तो. So this is because she is giving a very good reason here. See, she said that I would try to cure myself, right? Since she got this habit, this is because this is inherited trait. उसकी मदर उससे ज़्यादा बोलती हैं, तो आप ये इनहेरिटेड ट्रेट को कैसे रोक सकते हो? शी सेड. ठीक है. सो इस तरह से उसने कन्विंस करने की कोशिश करी अपने टीचर को कि आप किसी की टॉकिंग को एलिमिनेट नहीं कर सकते हो कम्प्लीटली. एंड शी गेव अ पर्टिकुलर रीज़न ऑल्सो, बिकॉज दिस शी गॉट that as inheritance. This was an inherited trait from her mother, and this is how she ended up writing 3 pages on the topic. Clear? Now, Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments, but when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. So here, she said that when the professor or the teacher or the maths teacher, Mr. Keesing, found N's argument to be amusing, right? So proceeded means, what is the meaning of proceeded here? Proceeded means to begin. Clear? So Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my argument. So she said when the teacher read that, so he was to be very amusing, but she did not stop talking in the next class also, right? Throughout the next lesson she assigned me a second essay also. So that time she got one punishment once again. And what was that punishment? she had to write down one more essay on an incorrigible chatterbox. So about that we will read in the next video. Thank you till then, and please enjoy the chapter, quite interesting, and please make the notes. Thank you very much.